Hi there, can I get a cappuccino, please?
Medium?
Yeah, medium.
Try two, please.
Cheers, mate. Thank you
Cheers,
so
man.
much. Basically, I am starting a new series and I really want to make it official, an official series. We've just completed the first 90 days of the year and I really want to talk about that and kind of emphasize things that I've learned, things that I really want to take on to the next 90 days and how we can continue growing individually and try and maximize that out potential as much as possible in 2024. I'm going to refer to this as like the 4 quarters. It's very business talk because if anyone has heard the term quarter before, it's quite a corporate kind of thing, but there is a reason why businesses they use these terms and how they want to grow each quarter. It's just a good way to measure and track progress. And I think you can use it the same concept for yourself. Treat yourself as like technically like a company where you want the most out of it. And if you're seeing not enough growth, you got to ask yourself why that is. Assess situations, make changes when you have to make changes, and just work accordingly. And I think you can definitely apply those principles, that kind of same concept, to you as an individual. So bouncing off from last 3 months in the year, so we're in April now, we've just completed January, February and March, and we're going into the second phase, the second quarter of the year. So it was really good, the first 3 months for sure. I think I learned a lot. I set myself a target and I told you guys as well where the first 3 months was a lot. It's the knowledge acquisition phase. You probably heard me say that quite a few times in several videos, but basically it's just acquiring as much knowledge as possible in order to kind of make decisions based on, end of the day, education is very, very key in that point. So being able to make and understand specific situations requires a lot of information input. So for me, one of the key things was just I really wanted to start a business and I really still do, but I just didn't really know, number one, what kind to go into, and number two, like how that process even looks like. So having read a lot of books and watched a lot of videos, I came to the conclusion that I definitely am in a much better position now than I was January 1st. Some things that really helped me was Ali Abdal explaining on how to find businesses. He made a good video with this guy called Noah Keegan. I really recommend, and if you want to know the answer to that, really do recommend go watch that podcast. Also, Noah Keegan wrote a book which I recently bought. It's called $1 Million Weekend or something like that. But basically, it just tells you how you should go about looking to start a business, what kind of things you need to be putting into perspective. And honestly, it changed my life. It will change my view. It hopefully will change my life. But basically, the concept is rather than me going out and saying, I want to find a business and what to do, like instead of that, it's like number one is knowing you want to start a business, yeah. And number two is finding a customer or a problem that specific customer is facing, and then creating certain functions or certain things around it where you can solve that problem. But yeah, he goes into it quite deeply. I just really paraphrased that, to be honest. I probably didn't do a good job there, but I want to say that was a really good book. Well, I'm still reading, and it's a really good podcast, so I highly recommend go watch that. But this series, Diaries, I want to make sure that this quarter I want to make it different, right? I really want to bring the energy now that, as you're probably aware, summer is starting to creep in. It's kind of sunny and it's a bit warmer, so I'm definitely pumped. And also, there are certain things in my personal development that I've identified that I really want to amplify, and they're the kind of pillars that I've kind of touched upon in different videos, especially in my New Year's resolution video. But basically, you can apply it to your life as well. Like one of them is fitness. By the end of these next 3 months, so end of June, basically I'm going on holiday with some of my friends, and I do this every year. with a group of my close friends, going to a nice island, and we just have a nice holiday. And basically, for me, one thing is I really want a six pack really badly, and I've just not really had, never really had that. And if I really think about it, it's number one, it's because I'm not really pushing myself in the gym as much as I could be. Like, I'm kind of limiting my potential there, I realized. But then number two is that deep down, like, I've still got bad habits of in terms of diet and food. I kind of give in to cravings or small things, but they compound. So I've basically paid for quite a premium gym membership just so I can complete. I mean, sticking to the gym is not the problem for me. The problem is pushing myself each and every workout and kind of giving it 100% each time. That can be a bit of the issue. So my oops, just got a call there. So my solution to that is basically I'm gonna go 4 times a week. I'm pushing it. I've been pushing hard for the last 2 weeks. It's been amazing. I felt like I feel good about it as well, and it's been tough. And then also pumping up the cardio as well. Going to the steam room. I have access to a steam room now, which is really nice. Gonna try that out properly, and just keep consistent in this progress, and then hopefully I'll be able to hit the goal of hitting a six pack. And I want to document this entire process of doing that in the Diaries series. So I'll be posting 3 times a week. This is another pillar which I want to target, which is YouTube growth. I'm kind of like going between different subjects here, but YouTube growth has been great this last 3 months. I've seen a 37% increase in my YouTube views and a 47% increase in my subscribers, which is nice. But I'm still a small channel. I want to track that community aspect. I really enjoy it, and I really like interacting with you guys as well. But basically, I want to take it to the next level, and to do that, I have to be consistent with the uploads as well, of course. And to be consistent, I've made sure that my plan is quite detailed. I'm going to be posting every Wednesday, every Friday, and every Sunday at 6 p.m. on the dot. And I'm going to do it every single week for the next 3 months, for sure. And 6 p.m, so I don't know what that is in Eastern time. I think it's like 12 Eastern. I know a lot of you guys are in America, but I guess you can work it out. So that's that for YouTube. For gym, the six-pack journey. For other things, like, I'm very close, like, with money aspect. I'm very close with hitting to being monetized. I'm a few hours away, which is crazy to me, and I've never obviously done that before. And also as a way to give back, and one thing that I was really inspired by early on in Mr. Beast's days, where he gave money away to like some random person. I want to do the same thing. The first $1,000 I make from YouTube, I'm going to give it away to some random person, and I think that's going to be quite cool. And I'll be very kind of, for me, that's like a big milestone, especially in YouTube, if I want to take it extremely seriously. And for me to do that, of course, I can't do it without you as well. So I'll definitely need some support on that, meaning just watching the videos. I'll be posting as much as possible, but interacting, boosting the algorithm, whatever. But that's basically it, I guess. But thank you so much for the journey so far. Like, it's time we double down on this, and I'm very, 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 very keen and looking forward to the next 3 months. And then also, I can't forget things like my own personal development. Learning is a big thing. I'm starting to read a lot more books now. To be honest with you, I only read 2 books last quarter, so the last 3 months I only read 2 books, which wasn't the best, but I need to like dedicate my time and really at least read a book a month. For me, that's fine. Like, my problem is that sometimes I start books and I can't manage to finish them because I just don't dedicate the enough time and the attention. So to do that, I'm going to give 20 minutes at least a day, sit down and just read and just get into that flow state of reading. And hopefully that should complete my challenge of at least 3 books a month. I bought 4 books yesterday, like all in one go. I've never done that before, which is cool. I'm excited, I'm pumped for it, can't wait. And then I mustn't forget also dating. This is something I've been really pushing back on, and obviously in order to grow, you have to grow in all aspects of life. And I'm 24 and this quarter I will be 25, so it's just mad. But I've not been on any dates in the last quarter for sure, and I've not really been active like that so far, so I should be out there. So I think at least 3 dates to get that. But basically, this whole Drive Diaries series, I will be documenting everything. I'll be telling you about everything, every single week, my thoughts, my perspective, my experiences, what I've learned, challenges I've faced. And I'll be taking you from on this journey as I do in real time. So get your goals, refine them every quarter. Let me know what they are actually. I'll be very, very keen and looking forward to hearing from your point of view what your goals are. And we can both just do it. We can both smash it. And I think consistency is the key. So, I'll be posting every 3 times a week. So feel free to follow along, of course. Consistency, it makes or breaks someone. And I'm excited to be on this journey. Well, that's a lot. And I'll see you in the next video.